Hello, welcome back to Spilled Ink, the Comics Wellspring live drawing show where we're spilling ink and spilling the tea about making comics and everything involved in our lives right now. We are doing this live for 2 hours, and I am your host, Brandon Blocksdorf. And with me is my amazing, astonishing, wonderful co host, Max Flowers. Hi, Max.
Hello.
And tonight, our very special guest hanging out with us, a good friend of ours. He actually just did this awesome, amazing cover for a book that we're putting out called Hyperforce. And we'll show that poster off in just a little bit too. But Jay Red, hello. How you
What's
doing today?
up?
Jay, while everyone's tuning in, just first off, typically we don't, use the shows for big Kickstarter promotions and whatnot, but you just happened to launch one this week, and you've got funded in a day. So congrats, man. That's a good
Thanks,
feat.
man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got a Incision new issue 2 is out as well as issue 1. So yeah, it's going good. Funded in a day or on the first day, I think within like 6 hours. So that feels always really good. Take a load off my
I gotta
chest.
use Jay's audio there.
Oh, can you hear me?
No, I hear him.
Huh.
I think it's just on Brandon's end.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, I got you back now, Jay. That was weird.
Okay. Yeah, Kickstarter's going well. Yeah, all is well.
Dude, that's amazing. And you do everything on that book. You are
not everything. I'll do a lot of it, but Billy Diamond Jr. helps me out with the writing. Maya Opachik does the colors, and Tom Adamos does the flats, and that's kind of the core of the team. But, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Do you do all the lettering?
I do the lettering, yeah.
Dope.
What's your favorite part about lettering? What's your approach to it whenever you take on lettering?
I like blending sound effects with balloons, but sound effects by themselves I'm kind of self-conscious about. So it's the thing I don't like the most and the thing I like the most. If it's part of a balloon, inside a balloon, I like to get creative with that. But if it's a sound effect just on its own, I'm still kind of working that out. Because it's does this need to be a sound effect?
Sound effects are my favorite part.
What got you into lettering in general?
What'd you say?
What got you into lettering overall? What made
you
change
that? I had, I needed it done. I couldn't afford a letterer, so I had to learn it.
Classic
just kind of necessity, yeah.
Yeah. A do or die.
Yeah.
Sorry, actually we're getting a storm in here in Winchester, and I wonder if my internet's starting to act a little wonky right now too.
It could be. Yeah.
I can hear you okay.
I think he's probably got some lag, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what it is. It happens. That's awesome, dude. Man, Jay, your whole comic book career is pretty extensive. Tell us about your other books you do too.
Let's see. The first major one was a series called Abducted. That was 5 issues. It started as a webcomic. We just kind of put it out for free. My friend Zach Herring and I. And that kind of got our toes wet with this stuff. And then I compiled it for print after the whole thing was done, and kind of sold them at conventions and stuff. And then eventually got hooked up with Lesser Known Comics. Mark Bernald reached out and said, "Hey, I've got this thing Abducted. I want to do it as a trade paperback." So I did that as a Kickstarter, and that went pretty well. And then Billy and I did a comic called The Body. It's like a little one-shot sci-fi kind of gritty sci-fi kind of story. An anthology called Superposition, just some short stories, and that's kind of that was kind of how I got started.
And so what drew you to like your style? Because I know you're influenced a lot by like the 90s, superhero comics and stuff like that. So like what made you kind of go down that path? Was it just nostalgia or what
Yeah, I
was
mean
it?
that's kind of the stuff I like the most. It's like what I like the core stuff I like, and then I like just offbeat graphic novels and stuff too, indie comics, just all kinds. But if it's just if I'm going to a comic book shop, I'll usually end up with at least one like superhero book, um, and I wanted to challenge myself. Like, could I do this? Um, and so like I made Incision as kind of like the comic I would want to read, and so it's heavily inspired by like early '90s, mid '90s Marvel stuff. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the the why, I guess. Yeah.
I feel like that's how a lot of creators make books, right? It's like I just make the book that I wanted to read, you know?
Right.
100% for sure. I think once you find that out, that's when like your creative freedom really just opens up. Um, I think there's an intimidation factor when someone's like, "Oh, all of us have a story within us," and you're just like, "Well,
Yeah.
what's my story? Like, how do I get that out?" But it's just like, well, mix a little bit of your life with the stuff you're really into and something you'd really be interested in
Yeah.
building, and it'll just fly out, man.
It's funny, like when I make an incision, I'm thinking about other like art styles I want to do or other kinds of stories. Uh, so it's just kind of funny how that works. But like, yeah, like I want to do something when the decision's over, probably with just a wildly different art style.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But I don't know what that would be yet.
What are some of your like just favorite
Yeah,
creators in general?
Favorite what?
Creators in general
Um,
that inspire you.
I really love Adam Kubert, like now, current day, and back in the day. And then back in the day, I loved like Joe Matarara, Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, Sam Keith, Mark Texiera, kind of those kind of guys.
Nice,
Um, and then like for Spider-Man, like John Romita Sr. is probably my favorite Spider-Man artist.
nice.
It's like more classic, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I like John Romita Jr.'s stuff as well, but Senior is kind of the standard bearer for me for that stuff.
Rita Jr. is a hit or miss for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
He's a nice guy though. I've gotten to have like lunch with him at one time, just
That's
like by
awesome.
coincidence. Super nice guy for sure.
At a convention.
Um, dude, the spider suit is such a thing.
I just watched the Stan Lee documentary, and a big
Yeah.
portion of it focuses on Spider-Man, because that was like Stan Lee's breakout creation, I guess, in a way,
Yeah.
But it's obviously super interesting. Um, I'm pretty sure it was Steve who left Marvel first, because he was like, I created Spider-Man. I made it a reality,
Right. And plotted a lot of it and didn't get the credit.
No,
Yeah.
yes, Stan is always just like, I consider him to be. And you're like, so will you say he is? He's like, I would consider him to be, like he was pivotal. But and there's interviews online where there's like trying to get him to say something, and his lawyers weren't around, and so he was like fumbling like crazy. And it's really sad. It's a one thing that you know, I hate to, it's sad to say, but like really disgusts me about the dude is like how he treats his artists. Like I mean, him and Ditko and Kirby should be household names along with Stan Lee. You know,
Yeah.
like Kirby should be a household name, but it's really not.
And we
Right.
just passed his birthday too.
Yep,
Yes. Was it yesterday?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Same birthday as my cat. It's also
Oh.
the same day Chadwick Boseman passed away.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah, all that stuff is like super controversial, you know. It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. Oh, dude, it's crazy. You know, like I know so much about that whole controversy. I got really into it for a little while. I was like, it like inspired me to kind of the way I treat people nowadays. Like, I give Christian and China like full, co-creator credit for all this stuff. Like, I give Max a good, like, he brings the fucking words to life on the page. He gets, creator credit on stuff that means something.
That's awesome.
It wouldn't exist without, the whole band. So, but I guess it also depends. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess contract or not, like, if you really, if you're doing it just as a gig or, something that you're really pouring your heart out into, like, either way, like, you're a part of that creation. You should deserve, pretty equal parts.
Right.
Yeah. Doing the spider webbing and talking is difficult.
Yep, that's where I'm at too.
Are you doing the really tight? Are you doing the really tight webbing, like a lot of lines?
I didn't mean to, and it turns into that, and I'm upset now because now the spacing has to be
Right.
like somewhat similar.
That's something I avoid usually. Drawing Spider-Man, I try to I like that more classic old style look where it's like
Wide
fewer,
webbed.
yeah, easier to draw too.
I think it's coming out okay. Let me see. Adam Matthew Smith says it's a good doc. It seems very much like the biography of Amazing, Fantastic, Incredible, which got me inspired to find Into Shadows. I have that book actually. I haven't read it yet though.
What's the book called?
Amazing, Fantastic, Incredible.
Huh.
It's a comic book based on Stan. It's like a biography on Stan Lee.
Okay.
The truth lies somewhere in the middle. I'm sure they both had a piece of Peter's creation. Yeah, no, hands down. And it's the thing with his. I don't like about Stan's perception is that it was his idea, so therefore he is the creator because he had the idea. But like honestly, and I've told this to creators too, and it's in a very like I'm watching out for you type of way, but and everyone has ideas. Everybody has an idea, but until you find a way to make that idea tangible, it's just an idea. So without Ditko and without Kirby, they'd just be ideas. They'd be meaningless. They'd be worthless, like a dime a dozen. But they're the ones who made it come to life. So
what I wonder is how much of what Stan says to the press and the public is legitimately his feelings,
yeah, that's true too. That's a whole other thing too. Like what type of legal things is he tied up to where he just straight up cannot ever say certain things? He should have done it all on his deathbed. Nah, I bet he couldn't because then they would have left his kids with nothing like that. Like,
we'll never know.
Nope. So how do you feel about the McFarlane Spider-Man?
I'm a huge Kirby fan. I'm not gonna lie.
I like it. I respect those poses are really cool.
Yeah, dude. And just like
the way he draws faces is kind of wonky to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
But like those Spider-Man poses are really something.
I just love
the webs too.
Yeah.
Whenever he drew like just scenes of people talking, it's like, all right, get to the action.
I just love the ideas, like
right,
just an idea machine. Probably the thing I love the most about him. creating the whole fourth world and all that. You know what I mean? But,
Oh, I thought we were talking about McFarlane Spider-Man.
That's what I'm talking about.
oh, I was on Kirby still. Sorry, I'm probably hiccuping. You guys were catching up all really fast in my ear.
Oh, no way.
Dude, but yeah, McFarlane webs are the best.
I think he brought back Spider-Man into like relevance, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 10 step.
I wonder if I think he inked his own work too. I was gonna say, I wonder if those inkers hated him for those webs.
Oh, I bet,
But
dude.
I think he inked it himself. I want to say.
I'm doing a Green Goblin, but I don't know what version I'm doing.
Ooh. I really wanted to do a villain, but like Spidey's so hard. I just needed to try.
Yeah, my first sketch had Kingpin like throwing somebody out of a window, but it wasn't like it didn't feature Spider-Man prominently enough for me.
Yeah, I went through a lot of comps for this week's. I was trying to figure out how to draw Spider-Man in the first place, you know?
Yeah.
I'm so glad we didn't do it last week. Like after the results from last week to this week are so much better.
What tools do you guys ink with usually the most?
I try and change it up every week. I've still got a tool that I haven't tried out yet that I'll get around to doing, but I have called a Carapo pen.
Uh-huh.
And essentially it's just like an empty brush pen that you can fill with your own ink.
Is it like this?
No, it's not like an aquash water brush. It's like a
Okay.
slim, you know, like kind of like these pens, but it's empty and clear.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm looking to soon on the right one.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about doing this with the brush, but with the fine lines, I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
I just have like these. I was forget. Oh, the Tombos. I got Tombos, and then I got my Pentel brush that I use.
Nice.
I want to get like a dip pen or something really sick. I'm always trying to get new art supplies. Like once a month, I try to spoil myself on the new something.
Yeah. Those custom boards you're drawing on are really cool.
Oh, so we're gonna start offering these pretty soon too for at CWS. Or this is a Spilled ink artboard that I'm using.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude, I'm super hyped. I'm gonna be sending Max a bunch soon. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some creator tests. So
could people like submit their own logo to put on it or something?
Yep. Yeah, you'll be able to hopefully upload your own art logo, and then yeah, have your own art boards. It could be sick.
Yeah.
Do you know what stock those are printed on?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I have it somewhere. Because I have two types too, so
okay.
That's exciting as well. Yeah.
So they 11 by 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gotten me to draw bigger, which is exciting because I've been wanting to just test it out myself. So.
Yeah.
When we do an episode on paneling, it's going to be a lot of fun. So use one of these.
Yeah, I print grids on mine because I'm doing a 16 panel grid right now. So that way I don't have to measure. Yeah, that way I don't have to measure it out every time.
Right.
Yeah, because that's awful. So okay, I have a question because now I'm rendering a building. How do you go about rendering huge cityscapes and stuff? Or just buildings in general and architecture?
Usually I'll pull like reference photos and stuff, or even like pose a 3D model if it's like a weird perspective. On this one, I just freehanded it all and then kind of figured out the perspective lines first, because I wanted to do curvilinear perspective, where it's like you get the curves, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and so that took the longest time. Once I kind of had that figured out, I just kind of blocked it in like giant Lego pieces, you know, just giant blocks in, and then pack in detail later, like windows and doors at the bottom and sidewalks and stuff, and then put the cars in at the end. But it's something like I was happy with how it turned out because I don't do that a lot, like cityscapes and stuff. So I was kind of nervous. I was like, maybe I shouldn't have picked Spider-Man because he's always in New York, and that's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, no kidding. So buildings are rough, I think. Which
I can learn backgrounds in general. Like, it's another big feat to conquer.
Yeah, but it's important.
It is. Yep. Gotta do it. It's like the disciplinary stuff. You're just like, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
It hurts. I gotta do it. Cool. I think I finished my pencils. I think I'm pretty hyped about this. I think I'm ready to ink.
Nice.
It's gonna take me forever too. I should have taken a picture before I started.
All right.
I always like really enjoy my pencils. And then I'll start to ink, and then like sometimes I either love it and it saves it, or I just like regret putting ink on it so bad.
Yeah. So do you guys have like 11 by 17 size scanners to scan your art into?
I don't.
I scan mine at my work, which does have one.
Yeah, that's something I want to get. I used to have one connected to a printer that I had, but it died.
Yeah, I've got a legal scanner at home, 8.5 by 14.
Okay.
That helps a little bit at least.
You still got to do like some Photoshop mashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to actually just quote unquote scan my art with my phone, just taking a photo of it.
Oh, wow.
And then I got really good at photo editing.
I guess, yeah, phone cameras have gotten so good that could work.
Yeah.
Did it turn out pretty good?
Yeah, I mean half of Bubbles is done that way.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. So
Well,
cool.
I guess now I have to decide if I'm going to use a brush or not.
For like the whole thing?
Yeah. Or what I'm going to do.
Yeah, Bubbles is really cool.
It is.
Thank you.
The
Yeah,
black mold, is that based on a true story, the black mold?
Oh yeah, we were staying in a motel room in San Francisco with the bathroom covered in black mold, and we had to stay there for 2 weeks.
Whoa.
And yeah, and Milo was was on his prescription medication and had drains in and all that stuff. So I mean, the circumstances are very much based on, reality.
Right.
Hey, we got IDW Games. How's it going? What's up, guys? Hey, good to see you here. We got William Ibanez. Hey, my boy, how you doing? Good to see you. Brandon, is your costume the PS4 game design? No, I based mine off of Ben Riley. This guy. With a mixture of Ditko for the eyes. I got a Ditko figure too. Where you get the eyes from? I got a bunch of Spidey figures. I have so many Spider-Man figures. As an adult, I really made up for my childhood and all the Spidey figures I own.
I'm trying to decide if
Walker.
Did Ben Riley wear the denim, like cutoff jacket with the Spider-Man suit? Was that?
Oh yeah, he did. He did the Well, not yeah. It was like the hoodie.
Oh, it was a hoodie. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm trying to
How
decide if
dramatic
I
it
want
was in Spider-Verse.
to see if I'm gonna throw an explosion out of this building right here,
Oh, nice.
but it's tricky.
I was actually looking at some of the stuff we've drawn on the show so far, like moving stuff around in the studio. So I'm not up there right now. But dude, I kick ass sometimes. I'm really proud of like the show and everything we've learned and the guests that come on and teach stuff. Like it's really crazy how much my art has changed.
I
I
still
fucked up.
want
Right
to
as I said that, I fucked up.
do. I still want to do a zine. I still want to do a building scene.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys should
yeah.
like publish a sketchbook or something.
Yeah. I want to. I guess maybe I could pull off this mistake. I've gone too far now. I put like I added an extra line in the wrong spot on this mask.
Yeah, whiteout.
Empty upstairs, but it's like standard shitty white.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
I know,
Like a good whiteout pen.
Nothing
I am-
really. I like white acrylic paint the best for coverage.
Oh,
I want to
nice.
get some Pro White to try it. I haven't tried it yet.
Never tried it. I did the opposite of what I planned to do. I was going to start from the top and work down so I didn't smear, like get ink on my hand and smear it. But I worked from the bottom up because.
Oh, you're a lefty too. I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Dude, if you start wrong, it just like it's horrid. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
just gets really rough.
I make a
Alright.
plan and then I forget about it.
We're gonna give this a shot.
Yeah, because you're just like, oh, I just want to start right here.
Yeah. This looks fun.
And then put light up here. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing mine pretty small today. I have a 5.5 by 8.5.
That's what I was doing last week, actually. I was like, I'm gonna do a small like Spidey sketch. It's...
How do you guys ink curved lines?
I
Like
freehand
line?
everything.
I'm trying this French, I guess this is a French curve.
That's how what's his name does it? Oh, is that a flexible curve? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hit or miss for me.
I'm trying to remember what his name is. Todd something.
Todd McFarlane.
It's not McFarland. He did a bunch of work for Teen Titans.
Sorry, I spaced out on that.
Is French curve the flexible one?
French curve is the hard one. It's like the mathematical perfect curve. Todd Knock is his name. He does all of his inking with the French curve.
Nice.
No, I probably fall into the camp of like, I don't know, just the people who freehand it, and if there's a mistake, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Same.
I think I've probably had this for 20 years. I don't know if I've used it maybe 10 times.
I have one
That's so cool.
art school.
That's rad. Oh, Adam Matthew Smith. I'm a lefty as well, and I always skip the pencils so I don't smear across the paper. Yeah, that too. Pencil smear is real.
Lefties.
These.
They make left-handed nib pens.
What?
Yeah, I don't really understand how that works, but
Probably like $30 extra.
Oh, the ones that have the where it like sits to the side. The nib is like not on the. I don't know how to explain it.
it's
I've
the
seen them.
oblique. Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Maybe, I don't know. I just see it says left-handed nib, and I'm like, this looks like other nib pens. I don't know really what the difference is. So
It's gonna be like all the vegan stuff. It's gonna be an upcharge of like $40 for no reason. Like,
oh yeah.
we'll get these lefties.
Radical
Take all they got. I'm gonna
left.
have to erase my pencils after this too, because like they corrected some mistakes with my inking.
Definitely better at inking and Procreate.
Why do you think that is?
Yep.
You can undo everything.
Yeah.
You can zoom in.
Oh yeah.
Do you find yourself getting lost at all?
I used to, like, especially making Abducted, I would just get really lost in these details, and it would print later, and I'm like, it looks cool, but like I didn't have to do that. And then
Yeah.
at this point, I kind of have an idea of once you see your stuff printed a few times, you kind of get a better idea of like, okay, I don't need to zoom this far in because it's not really going to show up that much.
Yeah. I just have such a hard time drawing in Procreate. I don't know what it is. Like I used to not. I used to be able to draw digitally totally fine.
Yeah.
And then since I started doing all my pages traditionally, I can't draw for some reason.
Traditionally is cooler anyway.
I think it's what it is that I feel like I like can't get detailed on the iPad for some reason.
Huh.
Like I can draw totally fine in loose shapes and stuff, but as soon as it has to go into like rendering, I just can't convince myself to do it on the iPad. I don't know why.
Do you use any kind of like textured screen protector? That helped me a lot. Make it feel more like paper.
I do, but I think I've worn it down so much that I need to put on a new one.
Yeah. But they make like caps for the end of the pencil too that kind of give it a little friction, like to make it more
Yeah, I want to get
paper-like.
one of those. I think that'll help me out too, actually.
Yeah, I think I should get one of those.
I'm not good with like my iPad at all. I was trying to do like just head sketches and just practice because I was on my couch and I didn't want to get a piece of paper. And I was like, I got this pencil for a reason, and I don't use the pencil, man. It's rough. It's hard. I should learn how to color on it at least, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to color in general. So
That's the one thing I can do very well on my iPad is color.
What do you color in Procreate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous to do traditional colors. It's terrible.
How would you even do that?
The way I would do it is print out my inks on transparencies
Uh-huh.
and then tape it over a piece of paper and then do the colors underneath. Whether that be with marker or paints. But then you lift up, and see where you need to add color.
Yeah.
that's insane.
Have y'all messed with what's the big program that people use? Is it Clip Studio?
Yeah.
I've tried to mess with that, but it's like too technical. Too many menus, too many options.
Yeah, and
I
I
can't,
can't do that either. That throws me
I
off.
can't draw on my. I have a huge Wacom tablet too, and I have a hard time drawing on that as well.
Huh.
Which I think actually that's more of a consequence of like what you're saying, where I don't like drawing in the heavy duty like desktop programs.
Yeah. I can't draw on like look at a screen, but you're drawing like somewhere else like that. I never could get used to that.
Oh
Oh
no,
yeah.
this is one of the ones that's like you draw on the screen. One of the big
Oh,
Cintiq.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you would use like Photoshop or something to draw in, right? Something like that.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
using Affinity right now, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's basically just an interface for your PC.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, well, Photoshop especially was never meant to like be drawn in.
Right.
It's a photo editing software. That's why Clip Studio Paint is like why a lot of people like it, is because it's actually built to like draw in,
Hmm.
Which I've seen people do incredible things with Clip Studio Paint in terms of like
Oh yeah.
shortcuts and all sorts of stuff. And
Yeah.
so if you can do it, that's awesome. And if you can make it look good, then who
Yeah.
cares, right?
I hope Procreate. I hope they'll keep updating it with like more comic focused like, shortcuts. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, or beef it up, or I don't know. I think it'd be cool to do like a heavy duty version, a
Mhm. Yeah.
pro model of Procreate.
Adam Matthew Smith says, "Did you all ever see the OG Green Goblin screen test?" I was sorry, I thought this was like program related. I didn't read the question first. I don't mean to switch the conversation. Did you all see the OG Green Goblin screen test Sam Raimi did for Toby Spider-Man? It wasn't a metal suit. It looked very comic accurate. Yeah, I saw that. That shit was so cool.
Was it like
Why
an
am I?
It was like an animatronic mask or something.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, that's
it's
creepy.
insane. Super cool. All right, I need to whip out my brush because my hand's like hurting. I think I missed my brush. I was doing like lines for the face. I was just being really tight and like I was squeezing so hard.
I love that Sam Raimi Spider-Man. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
I haven't seen him in so long.
I think part of why I think that though is like nostalgia, because I grew up watching that on repeat.
Same.
My headphones are dying, so I'm gonna try to. Audio might sound different here in a second.
All right, cool.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. Ah. What time is it? 6:40. Dude, oh man, this is gonna take me forever.
Whoa.
I made this so hard. Why did I make this so hard? I'm like scared to ink it right now. I don't know where to
Yeah,
start. I started going too far down.
I'm about to start on Spider-Man 2.
Do you guys ever not finish in time?
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
I haven't finished stuff like crazy, dude.
Okay.
One day we just need to have a makeup day.
Although I feel like I've been getting pretty good.
Yeah.
I think there's only a few episodes that I haven't finished.
The intro, beginning ones. Yeah, Max has been doing a piece for the last like 4 weeks. He's been doing cool stuff.
Nice.
Last week we did good, even not last week, week before. Because I was just doing a couple cards, and I did 2 of them, which was rad. And I colored them.
Oh, nice. What'd you color them with?
I had Doug's markers,
Oh, cool.
so I don't know what they were. They were. It starts with a P. They were really cool.
Posca.
Posca.
Oscar,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I like them. I like
Those are
them a lot.
nice. Are those paint markers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did a Mr. Miracle and an Alien. It's fun.
I ordered some off-brand that are similar. So I want to do more sketch covers.
Nice. I was gonna do a sketch cover, but I'm just like not there yet. I have a bunch I could use though. My I think I've sent it in the chat, but um my shop, Four Color Fantasies, does like a fundraiser. All these creators, from indie to like high end, the paid guys, Sean Phillips and all them, do sketch covers for charity that they run every year. So
Yeah.
if anyone has a sketch cover to donate.
I hit them up. They're gonna.
Oh, you did. He told me
Yeah,
about you.
they're gonna send me one. I think it's a Spider-Man cover.
I'm sick. Yeah. If you want any other ones, just let me know. I'll grab them for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he gave me a bunch to give to Doug and Candy.
I should just send them this one.
Dude, you should. He'd love that. If I don't keep it up. Yeah, Four Color is amazing. Honestly, like, what a great shop. I have not loved a comic book shop this much. Like, ever.
That's cool.
So how do you draw the line between like Spider-Man looking like heroic and also looking like a teenager?
I think it's all in the stance, in the eyes.
The way he carries himself, you know
Just
what I mean? Like,
keep him
how
lean.
heavy. Yeah.
If his head's a little too big, that kind of helps, like, show teen versus like adult, I think.
Yeah. Dude, I shrunk this head down 4 times. It's crazy. I started with such a bigger head. The cool thing about Spidey's mask is that you can keep shrinking it down a little bit.
Yeah.
His mask was a lot wider too. It was like way more black, but I guess it looks like it curves more now, so that helps.
Nice.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll get to Spider-Man by the time we're done.
I know. I'm doing the emblem right now, and I'm trying to pick which one I'm doing.
Just come up with your own.
Right.
Yeah, dude. Should. Paul Pope does a really clear Spider-Man. That's what I would first want to like emulate a bit. I like the skinny, like Kari Andrews on Spider-Man Reign. That's one of my favorites.
I haven't read that. The Art Loose School, is that pretty good?
It's really good. It's really, really good. There's an Apollo City Comics episode about that if you ever want to look that up.
Oh, nice.
And we interview him actually. That's the only creator from like the big two we decided to interview. He had like seen our episode and he was like, "Thanks for giving us some notice." And I was like, "Dude, you want to just come talk?" Like, it's great.
That's cool.
He like directs movies and everything too.
Yeah, yeah. So Spider-Man Reign is like in the future.
Yeah, it's like the Dark Knight of Spider-Man.
That's cool.
Like hands down, it's 100% that. That's just like the best way to describe it.
Does he make? He has like it's like a sequel out right now, right, or something?
Yes, yeah. I actually literally just I picked up 2 copies because my shop had damaged copies. So he's like, "You can have these," and I was like, "All right."
Oh, that's cool.
So I gotta read them. Oh, we've got some stuff going up here. Adam Matthew Smith. I've been using Photoshop since the '90s, so it's like a second language to me. But I recently got Clip Studio Paint, and it's definitely a learning curve. But cool. Also, PSD is open as layered files in Clip Studio. Huh. So, Yeah, I'm so glad I did not wait to do the rest of my pencils during this year. There's a chance I'm gonna finish in an hour for sure.
Windows for days.
Oh man. So Jay, it's really cool. Everyone trips out that we got to meet at HeroesCon.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I was like, you got to meet Jay? I was like, fuck yeah, I got to meet Jay.
That was like
you losers.
a comic book focused Comic Con for a change.
It was really fun. Yeah, it was a great networking con. Oh, I forgot I had coffee, dude. I have coffee and Kool-Aid. What's your guys' favorite flavor of Kool-Aid?
Classic.
Favorite flavor of what?
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid? Yeah, classic.
What's classic?
Red. Is red a flavor?
Red.
Yeah,
Cherry, I guess.
that's the one.
That's what it is. Personally, I guess I'm an upgraded version of that because black cherry is my favorite. I'm more evolved than you guys.
It's too fancy for me.
You ever try and dye your hair with Kool-Aid?
Dude, that's how I used to dye my hair. Hydrogen peroxide and Kool-Aid.
I dyed mine once with this stuff that like is sun activated.
Oh wow. Like,
so I thought it didn't work. I was like, man. Then I went outside the next day and like turned bleach white.
Oh whoa, that's amazing.
Only did that once.
I feel like my drawings look like really crappy when I like look at them, but then when I take a picture and then look at it, I'm like, oh, even this isn't bad. I don't get why that's a thing.
That's
because
a good trick.
Yeah.
That's a good trick to find errors to fix too.
Yeah.
Or like flip it sideways.
Oh, nice. Okay. So it is like a thing. All right, that's cool.
Or you can hold it up to a mirror. Same thing.
I like sometimes just enjoying the line. I don't think this is. Oh, straight line. Here we go.
I like the Spidey sense, Max. You get going.
Thank you.
Spidey sense. That's brilliant. I totally had room for someone. I didn't even think of that, dude. That's great. I finished a head and one hand.
If you want to get really good at drawing anatomy, you should draw Spider-Man.
Dude, that's why I was like so really like hyped to do this because I don't try to work on my anatomy so much. And you essentially just that's the thing with Spider-Man. If you no matter what suit you do, you're like, well, I got to draw a really good body.
Well, it just the lines help you understand form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What goblin version do you go with? I can't really tell.
I don't know, some random version.
Nice, your own.
Not mechanized, but I don't know.
Comic accurate.
Yeah, I guess.
Something.
You know what I did last time? That was like a lot of fun, and I forgot this was like a thing. You don't do something once and you forget it all. Let's see what this turns. No, I'm too curious of this. Give us some small lo-fi in the background. Isn't that crazy?
Now we get to do this explosion.
I know, because once you start getting really focused, all of us get really quiet, and it happens every episode, dude. All of us. It's part of the challenge of being on the show. Is like, how do you keep a conversation going while like not messing up your art? And it is a challenge. But that's why we have
this royalty-free music.
Yeah, it's like comes with StreamYard. It's like, oh, you want to just not be awkward? Here's some background music.
It's like YouTube safe.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we haven't gotten flagged for it yet, so it must be all right.
Probably shouldn't talk about it on here. Algorithm's gonna find us.
I know, right? It's blocking it. Oh, I thought this was the other side of the pin, and it wasn't. It's like one side's a brush, one side's like a thin pen, and I had my brush out. I got flagged for that on YouTube. Typically, I like play my bass like on YouTube for a minute. I mean, not YouTube, on Instagram Live. It never flagged me. And last time it was like, nope, you can't do this movie.
That's happened to me too.
It's funny because I was playing a Genesis song and it happened. But I've done Coheed, Link, and all this stuff.
Weird.
Yeah. But like early Genesis was like a no-no. You're like proggy Genesis? No.
Go back to Blink.
Yeah. Peter Gabriel will chase us down so hard.
I'm gonna try my nib.
I need something to like do heavy blacks. That's like the next thing I really need to like really just heavy.
A Q-tip.
Q-tip?
Literally a Q-tip and dipped in some ink.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. You know what's crazy? I ran out of Q-tips a week ago. So I would definitely keep that in mind though. Like it's now a necessity.
That's what Scotty Young uses.
Oh really? That's brilliant. All right.
Like to fill in black, solid blacks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, cause it puts it down so flat.
Huh.
Wow. That's gonna use like my whole brush in this freaking side of his arm right now.
It's good to know.
Yeah, because otherwise I'll like ruin brushes, you know, trying to lay in all that black.
Yeah.
So the Q-tip helps a ton. It's true.
I'm so glad I started like this because then when I do the webs last, like this ink would be drying. So. The other Pentel's like dead, and every time I try to add ink to it, like I don't do it right, and I make a huge mess.
You guys ever heard of a foodie nib?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what I'm using here. This fountain pen. I like it.
Do you like it?
Yeah, because if you hold it at this angle, you can get a thin line. And then if you hold it at a low angle, you can get a thick line.
Yeah, they're kind of like the parallel pens a little bit.
Yeah.
If you've used those.
It's just not going to work. That pen is dead. Just dead.
I'm trying to get back into like keeping a sketchbook. So I got this fountain pen so I could like take it.
Oh, sick. It's all classy too. What's another way to? I have like a bottle of ink I could use, but like
These take cartridges, or you can fill the barrel with ink. Either way.
let's see.
Are you asking how to fill in black?
Yeah.
Um,
Can I just
you
dip
can
this brush into it, like my ink?
Yeah.
I used to do that. Yeah, I used to try to do that. It sucks. This is that Noodler's ink, so it's not nearly as black as I want.
Do you have a cup of water nearby? I like to keep the brush in there when I'm not using it so it doesn't get all gunked up.
Oh, nice. Okay. Dude, I'll do that. Let me try that out. I know I have a brush. I do. I saw one. I just did chocolate mouth one right here. I saw it. Yep.
I know. I might go mix some wash up and put it in a water brush or something. Try and get some gray in here.
Nice. And thank you all for hanging out and drawing with us this evening too. It's always a pleasure seeing a few people in here. Keeps us going too.
My pen is dying.
Oh no!
I know.
Is it
I'm just-
reloadable?
Yeah.
You guys have any good art supply stores in Alaska?
My work.
Uh,
I can get pretty much whatever I want because
Nice.
we order it. So
That's awesome.
That didn't really come out how I'd want it to come out, but I think once I like step away, it'll look okay. I really don't like that. This Noodler's ink feels like very well. I mean, it's meant for like calligraphy and writing, so it's not really meant for inking per se. Like you got my page like very warped actually. Didn't have much on there. Save me a bunch of time on this brush.
Hmm.
One thing I like about Procreate is like I'll draw with ink, so I kind of go from the rough stage to the ink stage because it's so easy to erase.
Oh yeah.
But with this, it's like, okay, you got to actually pencil it, get it ready, and then ink it.
Yep. That's why I tried to do as much shading as I could on it because I feel like I would have gotten lost if I went in just to ink it right away.
Yeah.
Dude, it did work this page. It's like really wet. And it's still not like as black as like I want it to be. Oops.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and mix up some wash really quick. One sec.
Oh, you're doing your all the cars and everything in the background. Were you starting up on Jay? Oh no,
I'm
you're on.
gonna save. I'm gonna save the cars for the very end because worst case, I could just erase the cars and it's just the empty street.
Oh, that's true. The cars look great though too.
I wanted to get to Spider-Man while we're filming.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'll do them last. Did the power ever come back on for Comics Wellspring?
Yeah, it looks like it came on late last night. That was crazy when I found out about that too.
Man.
It was rough. It was rough, I'm sure. And then it like everyone was doing some big training the last like 3 days for our new workflows.
Oh man.
And so it was just like half the people weren't there, and it was just a mess. Of course, you know what I mean. Like disaster strikes like at the one time.
Right.
I've got the most ancient water possible in this brush right now. I don't know how long it's been sitting in here.
Dang, Max, you like spat that out real quick. That's great.
Thank you.
We need to get. Well, I'll say we should get you a timer, but there's literally a timer.
Yeah. All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, nothing.
I like that explosion.
Yeah, I love that explosion.
Thank you. That's actually the part that I don't like. It doesn't look right, but it's because I haven't added any white yet. But it'll look better.
As long as it looks cool. That's what's
right.
important.
I gotta add a ton more ink to this. Okay. I've been wanting to play around a lot more with like ink wash.
Yeah, I do ink wash like sketch cards for like campaign rewards and stuff. They're fun.
Yeah, because like Zipatone is so expensive, you know, and to get like a quick way to add in gray that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to use Zipatone. I've never ordered any and done it.
Oh yeah,
I want to try.
It's fun. It's fun for sure.
Is it like $20 for like a 5x7 sheet or something?
I think it's like probably $20 for a pack of 5.
Okay.
This is not nearly dark enough. I might dump this out.
Where do you order yours?
Amazon. I just get deleter screens.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to dump this out and try again because it's not concentrated enough.
I put so many lines here. I'm so over it.
I like those solid blacks I see on yours, Brandon.
Thanks. I'm trying to make it heavy. It does look cool on the camera.
I like it a lot.
It's a trick. Yeah, like trying to like accept your work sometimes feels so hard. Like,
oh yeah, because that's what drives you to want to be better.
Yeah, honestly, dude, that's what I mean. The drawing I sent you last week versus this week, I just was so different because of that. I was like looking at it and I was like, I can't stand this. Like, I literally need to do this better. And so today I was like, I'm just gonna like, I got all my work stuff done and I was like, I'm just gonna focus on Spidey.
Nice.
That's what I love about this show is that like, you know, I'm like learning how to do all this, but it's so easy to be like, this is too hard. I just want to stop. But this forces me to draw every week, no matter what.
Right. Yeah, that's really cool. It's fun
All right.
too.
Try 2.0. It's great. You know what the show is great for is like warming up for convention sketches. Like
Yeah.
as soon as I go back to conventions, I can be like $20 and I'll like draw you something sick in 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get really fast.
Well,
I've
dude, Chris
never
Burner.
drawn at a convention before. I'm too
What?
nervous. I've never drawn at a convention.
We always do like little doodles on index cards and sell those for $1 just for fun.
That's cool.
Chris
Yeah.
Burner would do like, Batman in 5 minutes, or like any character in 10 minutes or 15. And I want to do that on the show sometime. Just be like, we have 15 minutes to draw a character. That's pressure. That's hard. That's rough.
Yeah.
We did that with Spawn way back in the day when I first did the show in Apollo. And dude, Spawn's really hard to draw in like 5 minutes.
Dude, all those chains.
Yes, just anything. Like, you have to go for complete like shapes and shadows at that point. You know what I mean?
Like hide him in shadows.
Yeah. We start up the Spidey symbol.
I was gonna do him on mine shooting webs out, but then I was like, kind of like it without.
Yeah, I wanted the webs in there, but I didn't want him to be like actively shooting a web,
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen back to this episode and hear all the conversation that is just like not coming through my internet. How do I do this? So I like how like Jay and I are slow, and Max is just like
Max
a
is like
chef
on fast
on
forward.
fire. Yeah,
That is awesome.
I think that's what's so fun about the show too, is that you really get to see the different types of like creators and like how they operate.
Yeah.
I also had a pretty good warm up. I did a page before this. I just finished a Family Man page, so I had a good warm up.
That's how you can crank out pages so fast.
Yeah, I'm trying, man.
Dude, I'm missing an entire spider thing. Holy crap.
Oh, let's see. Switch into a brush.
Damn. Okay, cool. I missed an entire freaking spider thing on the symbol.
I spilled ink all over myself.
Dude, one of us always does it every week.
You have to. It's obligatory.
At least it's on part of my arm that won't touch the board.
Dude, I got it on my hand one time, on my left hand, and it made things so hard.
Always on the left hand.
Always. I just know I need to color in the spider symbol, so when I do the webbing inside, I don't get like confused with like extra stuff going on. I am picking up.
Okay. Now I gotta hopefully wait for this to dry.
How are we doing on time?
It's only 7:11. Hey, I'm not gonna finish tonight.
I'm gonna be right back.
I might. These heavy blacks out of the way now. Shadow over the space. It felt so fancy. I was like, ooh, I remember the shadow.
You doing a background, Brandon?
No, not really. I don't do backgrounds. I don't know anything about backgrounds. I'm not cool enough for backgrounds yet. I mean, I should try to do some webs or something. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I'll just throw in like black shapes, like black and white negative shapes, and it kind of fakes a background.
What do you mean by that? Like, break that down for.
Like have Spider-Man here, you know? If I didn't draw a background, I might do like a black strip behind him here, and like leave the bottom half white. Just shapes,
Something.
you know, and it kind of tricks the eye. Like, oh, is that a building? Is that lighting?
Wait.
Yeah.
I'll mess with that.
While I'm waiting for this to dry, I'm gonna do a quick plug. You can buy Bubbles online at lesserknowncomics.com. It's a neon black mold written queer horror story about a queer couple trapped in a motel room filled with black mold, and they try not to go crazy. You can also get the process scene at the same place, lesserknowncomics.com, and it's an in-depth look at how we made the book, scripts, raw scans, layouts, all sorts of stuff.
And it's really cool.
It's really great.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that as the pull quote on the back of the second printing. Really cool, J-Red. And let's see.
I never think
another cool thing going on right now. If you can find Nate Price at a convention, you can check this out. This is, let me lift my camera up a little bit. It's a full size 11 by 17 of all of my work over the last year and a half. And these are all originals that are available for order. So this is like Stage Fright from the Apollo City Punk Anthology, Nostrum, which is in bootleg, never before seen stuff. Like this is I worked with the writer for a pitch. This is my submission to Mad Cave. There's all of Bubbles in here. And a sneak peek at Family Man, which is the newest book that I'm doing with Nate Price. So if you find him at a convention, check this out.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I think it's like almost 90 pages of original art.
It's a big book.
Yeah, it is. Pitch over. Let's hope this is dry.
That's like artist edition size, right?
Yep. I think artist editions are actually 12 by 18 because they leave room on the margins for like writing and stuff usually.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is 11 by 17 full size work. It's the size I work at.
Nice. I have a plug too, and it's right here. You can see my screen. I'm underlining it. For anybody interested.
There you go.
Or you should drop your Kickstarter link in the chat, or maybe
I
I
can't.
get-
Let's see.
I can do that for you. I can do it for you. I get you.
Yeah, I can't really mess with the phone.
Yeah,
And you did another processing for this one too, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna update and expand on the last processing. So I'll be adding. So it'll be stuff from issue 1 and issue 2.
Oh, cool.
And then got a new cover for it. And so yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. And then I'm gonna the last one. It was kind of it wasn't on like every physical reward layer or reward tier. But on this one, it's included with most of the physical reward tiers. So,
Oh, awesome!
I'm just gonna drop that right here for anyone who wants to check that out. And, if you guys have Kickstarters, always feel free to drop them in the chats. Promote your stuff here on the show. We highly encourage you guys. You can totally do that in the chats.
Jay, have you tried the jelly rolls? The white jelly rolls?
I don't think so.
What?
The white jelly roll pens.
Oh, I was like, is that a food thing? What are you talking about?
No. These guys, these like little
see.
white.
I was in a store today, an art store, and I almost wait. Let's see. This is what I got.
Oh, that's cool.
Those are the better ones. You picked the right one.
Uniball Signa Broad.
Yep. Yeah, those are the better ones. Man, I cannot get the jelly rolls to work effectively.
Oh yeah, this really covers well. I don't know if you can. Let me get a piece of scrap.
I got some white markers one time, and they couldn't go on anything. I hated it, and I just wasted my time with them.
Yeah, I don't like the jelly rolls. It's just what I have on hand.
Does it get muddy? Does it not cover and it just gets muddy?
It's not that it doesn't cover, it's that it's really thin, I feel like.
Yeah.
And so if you want it to be really white, you have to go over it a bunch.
So this one covers really good.
Yeah.
You can see that. But I just did that.
That's what I used for my Shadow Anthology one pager. Is that Uniball Signo white pen.
Yeah, just bought that today. I have to go wash my hands.
I'm going to try not to mess up these Spidey symbols because I'm using a brush. My internet is really bad. Oof. This is hard, dude. Oh. Gosh, I almost pushed something on the wall. Do I still have the other lower half of his body to go?
All right.
All right, let's see.
I want to do a comic traditionally, but I think it would take me 3 times as long.
It's fun, but yeah, it does take a long time.
But it'd be cool to have original pages to sell later.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could just search some of these conventions. Just touch them up a bit and color them or something.
I think white pens are like essential. Like you need them if you're doing traditional art.
Yeah.
It helps so much.
Hey, Gen X, my dude. How are you, my guy? Gen X is phenomenal. We'll be releasing a lot of the footage from the Gen X Con very, very soon. Probably post Baltimore. We'll have a lot of new stuff coming everyone's way. Really excited about that.
I'll be right back.
Max, are you just gonna go like all out like on this piece until we're done? Just gonna keep on working on it, like towards it.
I'm gonna try. Yeah. Let me see. Try and fix stuff up.
You just like
I thought it-
blasted.
I thought about maybe adding some color, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
Gen X, just letting everyone know, the CWS virtual con footage is amazing. Yeah, it was great. It was a great time. Can't thank Gen X enough for allowing us to make that happen. Can't wait to do it again.
Okay, I'm back.
What are you gonna do? Oh, do you just have to wash your hands, don't you?
Yeah, getting kind of messy.
It's the plague of being left-handed, huh?
It really is.
Or you just work with your smudges.
I should, yeah.
Dude, I always just have to work with my smudges. That's the one thing I've tried to do. It's like, well, that's happened a few times where I did not mean to have black on the spot, and I had to figure it out.
Now it's a shadow.
I'm not going to finish the screen, hands down. There's no way.
Yeah, me too.
I got some of the main parts done though. Like I got, like you can tell, like I got the face, I got like the upper part, I got that Spidey logo. I'm working on this forward arm right now. The legs are going to take me a bit. I didn't realize how hard that was going to be. Max is so cool. Dang, man. I'm going to put a spotlight on you, Max, real fast.
That's awesome.
All right. That's where we are at.
Dude, that's sick.
That's so cool.
That's so much fun.
I think the gray really helped.
It
Yeah.
did.
And I fixed the explosion. I think it looks better now.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Show off Jay's real fast.
Oh.
Jay's-
Yeah.
You got 30 minutes to do another one.
Right?
Dude, Jay, you look sick.
Thanks, man.
It's gonna look awesome when it's done. I love the negative webbing and the shadow. I think that's really cool.
I can't decide if I want to keep that or black it in. I don't know.
No, I think it's awesome.
Might keep it then since you like it.
That's so great.
And the hand is
Where I'm
so
at right
awesome.
now. Well, I try to forward.
Yeah, I like the spider being more graphic on it, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
it's coming along. I got the web. It's gonna be lacing through all here. Hyped. Hyped you guys like it.
Can't figure out what it needs. So how long roughly does it take you to do a page of incision?
I can get it down to like 6 to 8 hours with like from like thumbnailing, roughs, and then finished inks. Probably yes, anywhere between 6 and 10 hours usually, but maybe in the middle there for like an average.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, just it's hard. Yeah, I need to get faster at doing that every single day because I'll get kind of burned out and I'll take a few days off. And
Yeah, that part's hard for sure.
like right now, I've been focused on the Kickstarter and stuff, and I haven't done any pages in probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. I was like on a writing streak, and then I just I burned out. I had like 4 things going at once. I was killing it. I just
Yeah,
but
it's hard.
it is. Even podcasting, dude. Like that's why Inspired Ink has been on pause for a bit. I got too busy with everything else, and I couldn't. I felt like if I'm not ready for it, I'm not going to do something like that.
Yeah,
This is so much easier. It's so much more laid back. So it's not.
yeah.
But I mean, even with drawing, sometimes I'm on like a really cool streak where I'm doing it every day, and then I mean, I haven't drawn. I think I've only drawn once in the last like 2 weeks.
That's why I got a sketchbook and this fountain pen. Like I want to just start doing that every day. Like not related to anything, just for fun, just to do something, get it, draw a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to work on too. Is like letting my imagination like go and seeing what I could draw and just letting it come out, figure it out every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into that because as soon as I finish Family Man, I'm into corpse paint and I need to, nail down how I'm designing stuff for that. So like drawing from imagination has been something I've been trying to get back to.
I mean, that's what's gonna be fun about October. Find an October prompt and hit that every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're teasing it. It's coming out soon, so we'll see.
There's so many people who make one too. I think it'd be fun to do a CWS one year.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of indie creators have draw their characters.
Max, you may as well start coloring that.
I know. I thought about adding some color, but I don't know, man.
I think you
It's
should.
basically
Be awesome.
maybe just a hint. Yeah, throw some green on there. Green and red. That's it. And some orange.
I'm thinking.
Damn, it's orange. Holy crap, that is insane. Ooh.
I might end up digitally coloring this because I like it so much in gray.
It is very
It's
cool.
sick, dude. It's really good, dude. This rain is supposed to mean that it's finally going to cool down, so let's hope.
Yeah, I'm glad I could join today with that power outage. It let up just in time for me to join.
What's going on with
And
power outages?
Where we live on an island in Alaska, like
Yeah, but like
That's
CWS
pretty-
had one too.
I know, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like tonight, I might have this. Like, my internet's
It's
wonky as hell tonight. Stuff like this.
it's just infrastructure grids, man. They're crumbling.
Yeah. Grizzly bear chewed through a line.
This one had something to do. This one had something to do with the connection between the islands. Some cord there broke,
Oh, okay.
but we had a really bad one on Sunday that was from a landslide, and it was making like national news and stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah. So is the whole island out?
I guess not the entire island was, judging from comments, but most of the island, yeah. On Sunday, definitely the landslide knocked out everything.
Yeah. Next time I'm gonna pick a topic with less webbing,
I know.
detail, and cost.
Dude, I thought about doing like Venom or Carnage too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I
Craven.
decided to go with Spidey. Yeah, you know what I mean? Doc Ock. That would have been fun. But I just
Lobo.
really wanted to do Spidey. I wanted to do full Spidey.
Lobo would be fun to do.
Lobo would be a lot of fun. Dan Price got Simon Bisley to do like a convention sketch. He's gonna let him use it as a cover for
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
That's awesome.
That's so sick. Dude, Simon's a great dude. He's such a good dude. Man of my heroes. So nice. Dang, dude, that thunder up there is insane. Sick. I'm actually like so happy with how this is.
So did you wing the curvilinear perspective?
Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, it was a lot of sketching in Procreate and then getting the lines figured out because it's basically this shape, like it tapers, and then this way it also tapers. And so once I had that figured out, I could kind of make the buildings work. But
Yeah,
it's
it
not
looks great.
perfect. It's not perfect. Like this, I don't know if that would actually curve that way. I think it would probably. I'm not sure. I did my best.
It's always tricky. It's fun to play around with, though.
Right.
It looks so good. It tripped me out when I first looked at it.
Thanks, man. I'm bad at perspective. I usually use a lot of reference to get perspective right.
Gotta do an episode on it. I can't just do these for like, practice. Learning.
I want to get a 10. I want to get a 10-point divider to do like traditional perspective grids, because it takes. It's essentially like a scissor-like tool like this, but it always keeps the space between the points even.
Oh.
And what that lets you do is you can put it on one side and then put another set on the other side.
Yeah.
And then connect them and then do it again to get a grid.
That's cool.
It's how Danny Warren Johnson does his perspective grids, because doing it without that tool just takes forever.
Right.
I've got traditional dividers, which are just 2 points, but trying to create a set of those is real annoying.
Yeah.
And then curvilinear, you always just make up that 5 point.
Yeah.
Unless you're using like a digital curvilinear tool.
Nope, just freehanding it.
Yep.
I do like how Procreate will help you make like a curved shape perfect if you want.
Yeah,
I gotta learn more about those type of tools in Procreate. Never been an experiment with them. I'm telling you, like reference lines just makes things look cool.
I'm trying to see if I've got a white tool that'll let me add an actual opaque white. This might work.
You have just white paint, like acrylic paint?
I do, I just don't want to get it out.
I got my bookbinding supplies in the mail.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, Brandon, Max and I were nerding out over this, but so I've got like damaged copies of Abducted, my graphic novel.
Uh-huh.
Like the spines got scuffed up, and I was able to like touch up some of them with like almost like a remark, but like to like fix like scuffs and design flaws. But on some of them, they're so bad, I'm gonna rebind them as hardcovers.
Oh, dang.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to. We'll see how it goes. And I'm gonna try and cut off the cover image and like inset that, but then it'll be like a hardbound outside that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got that library edition. No, that's not it. Is it? No.
I've seen those, that Hellboy thing you were talking about.
Yeah. We were talking about it because he was trying to get the cover image on, and I was like, you could just do what the Hellboy Library Edition does and just glue it onto an inset. And he was like, did they just print it on paper? I'm like, yeah, I know, because I just picked at it until I figured out what it was.
I think I have to cut a hole for the image, like exactly. Like I think it's got to fit exactly. Like you can't just glue it on top of the fabric, I think. So we'll see.
Yeah. You might be able to leave like a little bit of the fab, like make the hole slightly smaller.
Right.
So that it, the fabric does go under just a tad and it looks clean. Yeah.
Super limited edition.
Yeah. Where'd that jelly? Oh, it's in my lap.
I'd always wanted a bone folder, and now I have two. So that's cool.
We've destroyed ours. We need to get new ones, or else we're gonna start putting scuffs in books.
Right.
The next big purchase is gonna I don't know. I'd love to get a stack cutter so that I can get clean edges on the edges of stuff easier.
Because I can make like no progress.
I'm still hunting for a Rizzo printer too.
I couldn't find any cheap ones.
My work is a licensed dealer.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, so I want to go talk to corporate and see how much it would cost. But I don't have nearly enough funds to get one right now. So I've been looking at grants.
People ever buy them from you guys?
No, I mean, most people don't know about them, and it also doesn't make sense for most people to get one. You know what I mean? Like a laser copier is just going to do the job better for most businesses, right? Yeah. But a laser copier isn't going to do the best for what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, but they've got, like, you have to like really maintain them. You're supposed to do something like 100,000 copies on them a month.
Oh.
In order to not dry out the drums.
Whoa.
Yeah. But that's perfect for doing comic books, right? Because I'm going to be doing like 64 copies per comic book. You know?
Right. Fast as you draw, that shouldn't be a problem too.
Yeah, I really want one. I don't know if I'm going to get one though. I want to take a look at what you're doing. I love the big hatching on the arm, Jay. The big like cross hatching on the bicep. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying it out.
What brush is that?
It just says Artist Brush 7.
You don't know what brand?
No, I probably got it at Michael's like
No.
15 years ago.
That's awesome.
No idea. I'm not a tool snob in that way.
Yeah. Honestly, like sometimes the dirt cheap stuff does it best, you know.
Yeah.
I've only shelled out.
I tried these out, and I tried this number 5 brush out, and I just picked the one that gave me the best point tonight.
There you go. Yeah, I've only shelled out for a few tools. But even then, it wasn't much shelling out, honestly.
Yeah, I don't have any Kolinsky Sable
number 7s. I got a Winsor Newton though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it that special kind of fiber or whatever hair?
It's a Winsor Newton Series 7.
Yeah.
And then I think I have a size 2, which is honestly a little big, I think. But it's a pretty good brush. It holds its point. It's fun to use for sure.
The smaller the number, the bigger the brush, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it depends on which direction, because once you reach 0, it's different.
Oh, okay. I never understood that stuff.
I don't either. I
like my microns. It's like 005, 01, 07. Like, I don't know.
I'm so glad. I thought that was like a whole thing I was gonna have to learn too. That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah, my go-to brush has just been this, which is a Oh, no, I'm not gonna remember. Or it's a Kuretake number 13, and I've
Okay.
got an ink converter in here, which I believe this is also what Scotty Young uses.
That's cool.
But yeah, so I can fill it up with my own ink, and
So
then
is that like a synthetic brush?
yeah, but it holds its point really well, until it's
Okay.
dry,
Yeah.
and it doesn't like really get gunked up either,
What kind
unless
of
you're
ink?
using.
What ink do you
I'm
guys
using
use?
Speedball Super Black.
Okay. I'm using traditional Chinese ink.
Yeah, I have a bottle of that, but I haven't tried it yet.
It's pretty. It covers really well.
The Speedball gets like a little like it's a little streaky, you know?
Like watery.
No, it just doesn't lay like flat blacks. It like has a little bit of
Like a
transparency to it, but it's not watery.
Huh.
It's almost like it almost feels like sticky actually, like the way it applies. If that makes any sense. I don't know.
Brandon, what ink do you use?
I only have that Nude Bears black ink, to be honest, or whatever. That's it. I need to get some Speedball or something.
Whatever works.
Yeah, I just have this giant vial, so I figured I'd use as much as I can of it. It's not that great. That's what I was using on the bicep right here. And just like, it's not... When I was using my Pentel brush, and that ink is just so much blacker, and it just didn't come off right, so... I don't know. It works in some situations.
Right.
I tried getting into rapidographs for a while.
I've never used that. I've heard about them. I've never used one.
I've got an old set, so I was trying to like repair them. Repair isn't the right word, but bring them back. Yeah, bring it back from the dead, basically.
I heard they're like,
and they're just so finicky. If I were to use them, I'd have to get like one of the ultrasonic jewelry cleaners.
Oh yeah.
And then after every session, I would have to go put them in the ultrasonic jewelry cleaner and let them clean themselves.
Right.
And then refill it up with ink before I start again.
It's like a pen, right? But it's it's like just more of a hassle to like maintain.
Essentially, yeah. Well, the benefit is that it's a drafting pen, so it's always going to give you a uniform line.
Okay.
Right.
Well, what's the difference between that and like a micron?
So the micron gets it's like damaged, right? And then it won't like spit out the proper width line.
Yeah,
like especially when they get drier, right?
Right. Yeah.
And also the nibs won't bend or break like that. Because they're made of it's a metal nib instead of like the felt.
So how does it lay down?
It gets coated in a thin layer of ink.
Huh.
And then lays it down. Yeah, they're really weird.
That's cool.
They're pretty fun, but yeah. And then like the microns, you can kind of like play with the thick and thin.
Yeah.
Because it's felt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus these, you can't really do that.
And they come in like different thicknesses?
Yeah. Yeah, they're used for architecture, right? So, at least that was their original purpose, was drafting and architecture and really clean, precise stuff. So like they're great pens for like lettering or for like speech balloons and tails and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna try something right-handed. Never mind. I'm not. Just change my angle.
How much time do we have? Maybe I'll do a left-handed Spidey to join you guys.
There you go.
Like 10 minutes? What we got? Yeah, 9 minutes. Well, no.
Got to finish in 9 minutes.
Let's do it.
Actually, I got pretty far for like everything I did. I feel. Give it a better shot right now.
I haven't drawn left-handed in a long time.
What are you gonna draw?
Just a Spidey like bust.
I like this music.
Right? Honestly, it's like decent background music to be like just drawing to and spacing out.
Yeah, it's repetitive enough that it.
Yeah.
You can get in a flow
Really mellow.
state.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me try to get some webbing out so that the background kind of fills up. I really just have just like legs. I get this whole other part.
Let's see. What pens do I have? Here. That's not going to work. Whatever. I've got all my tools falling now.
I've got all mine in the tackle box. I've got to get a new one. It's kind of overflowing.
I have mine in like a camera lens box.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, nice. I did that twirl right.
No. I'm gonna have a good old fashioned Spooder man after this.
Is it weird with the left hand?
Oh, it's so weird because my hand doesn't go in any direction other than this way.
Oh my gosh. I need to like start posting my drawings. I think it's because like some of them are finished. I never post them, and then once I finish it, it's like, oh. Yeah. Let's turn Oh my gosh, Max looks awesome. Hey, Mike. This was we were tabling with him over in Purificon, and he's also Zingo Lefties. Good seeing you, my dude. Glad you tuned in, my guy. And you had a great time at Purificon, my dude. Catching us right at the end of the stream. Final 3 minutes.
I'm so nervous to do the webbing left-handed. Oh god.
Oh man, I'm so close. Might be I'm on the foot right now.
I believe in you.
That looks really cool, Brandon. I like that a lot.
Okay, dude. This is a fun one. Having a blast doing it. I'm glad I mapped out so much of the pencils, dude. Like, figuring out like splotches, like black splotches, like it's so weird.
Yeah.
It's something I'm still trying to like understand.
Like placing solid blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you deal with lighting, Jay? Do you like
I like
just kind of make it up?
I like heavy shadows. Also like really intense lighting. I feel like it helps with like storytelling, and then you can hide stuff and not have to draw as much.
Yeah.
It's like a shortcut sometimes, but it looks cool. What about you guys?
I kind of do the same thing. I just make it up. I say generally it's coming from this way.
Oh, you mean like actual light, like light source, that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to determine a light source and keep it consistent in the scene. But I just make it really intense, so there's like it casts like dark shadows.
Yeah, I'm certainly not like consistent with my lighting. I'll change it for like story purposes, right? Or to highlight an emotion or whatever. But I try my best to like at least make it feel like natural, you know?
Right.
I mean, like not just like pillow shading and just like throwing shadow wherever I want to.
Yeah. I'm not gonna finish, but I'm pretty happy with the progress.
Same, 100%.
Are you gonna
100%.
finish it?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna finish it and probably color it.
I
Are
should
you
try to
gonna-
go to the
Color digitally?
No, I'm gonna color it because I'll either sell it as a sketch
Oh,
cover
yeah,
or
I
donate
forget.
it to the thing.
sick, dude. Dude, that would be sick.
Are you just gonna use some markers?
Yeah, I bought some. Follow some lady who does like these really awesome illustrations with these like. Let me see. 1 second. So I found like cheap Amazon off-brand of the same stuff.
Oh, nice.
So I got acrylic paint markers for like detail work, but for the bulk of it, I'll be using these it's just like an art marker, you know.
Oh, cool. It's just like an alcohol marker, right?
Yeah, alcohol based. So I just got like a 50 pack of color or 30 pack or something.
Nice.
So I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm not coloring is my last on my list of skills.
Well, gentlemen, should we call it here? How y'all feeling? Max is
Yeah,
Sure.
do some spotlights and then call it.
Let's do it. All right. This was a fun time. All right, let's check this out. Let's start off with you, Max. Got a lot to offer here.
Here's my left-handed Spidey.
Love it. That's so
It's
cute.
awesome.
I love it, dude. I
Yeah.
genuinely love it. I'd buy
Just
that.
a little Spidey bust, and then here's the full piece with Green Goblin and Spider-Man.
That's cool.
Swinging
You gotta
for the
post that.
city. Yeah, I definitely will. Tomorrow. I already posted
Love
twice
it.
today.
Love it. Love it so
Dope.
much.
Well, thank you for the good week, gentlemen.
Jay, dude. Oh man, that looks so sick.
So that's what I
Beautiful.
got
Yeah.
done. I'll finish it either tonight or this weekend.
Are you gonna
It's
throw some
early.
white? Are you gonna throw some white webbing onto like his chest too?
I'm definitely gonna put some like white line work to like put some detail in these heavy areas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks awesome. It looks great. I love the heavy black.
appreciate it.
Dope. I can't wait to see it finished.
Sick. My internet is wigging out. This is mine. I guess you can see it. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you angle it? Can you angle it a little?
Let me see. Angle. Sorry, but like strapped down. There
Yeah,
we go.
I like that. I like the lighting.
The
They
webs
turned
are
out really
awesome.
good.
Yeah,
I found
the
an easy
web-
way to do it. I do like the little thingies, the little knot, and then I just connect the knots.
Yep, that's how I do barbed wire.
Oh, sick. Yes, that's the Spidey. The face.
Nope.
I
And
like
then I
it.
got to down here. I just got to finish that up.
Those spot blacks look really good on the legs.
Dude, it looks way better on camera
Look-
than in person.
Looks like trad. Looks like trad more.
Oh, thank you. That's fucking sick. Fucking love me, Trad. Trad's a nice guy too. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up some of this probably in a bit. And then he was supposed to be on this like thing, but I drew it too big. I should have moved him up a little bit. It was cool. I was hyped about it. Hyped. Thank you guys.
Very
Thanks
cool.
for having me.
Jay, it's always a pleasure, man. Can't wait to talk to you more. Can't wait to do some stuff. We got a lot of cool stuff. And congrats on the Kickstarter. Congrats on everything. Do you want to do any quick shout outs and everything?
Yeah, just got the Kickstarter going right now. It's Incision number 1-2 live on Kickstarter. So if you type in Incision and Kickstarter, it'll pop up. First result.
Yeah, go back it now.
Yeah.
And pick
While
up a
supplies
zine.
last.
Yeah.
That's it for
Sick.
what I got.
I already did my plug. So I'm all good.
All right. Sounds good. All right, my internet's wigging out, so we're just gonna cut it. All right, thanks, guys. Good night. Have a
Later,
good one.
guys.
Thanks for hanging.
Bye.
Yeah.